Well, hello guys, long time no see. It's Andrew with another Review the Right Thing, and it's good to be here again. It's been about probably almost 2 weeks now, probably even closer to 2 weeks. So this is definitely the most amount of time I've been in between videos. Sorry about that, guys. It's just been kind of hectic with work and, just life. I've been playing a lot of that Ghost of Tsushima game. It is pretty amazing. Probably my favorite game of the year. So this isn't a Ghost of Tsushima review. And I don't know if I'll end up doing a review for it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really have a way of recording all of my gameplay to, intertwine. And you guys don't want to listen to me talk about the game and just look at me. I mean, that's not fun. So, just know that it's awesome. I think that's pretty much unanimous, though, for anybody that's played it. And yeah, if you haven't, definitely go check it out. But now, we're going to do a few little pickups that I've gotten recently. Kind of like a new vinyl pickup for today. These aren't today, obviously, but these are my new vinyl pickups. And since vinyl, I decided to throw in some pops. So I actually got this Ava the other day. It's the exclusive, these Bloodied up. Kind of, just so I won't pull him all the way out. But anyways, there he is. Pretty awesome looking. I think this is a great show, so I've been trying to get all of the characters from it. I already had Rei and Asuka. I'm still trying to track down Shinji. He's just never been anywhere I've seen him. And I don't order a whole lot of stuff online once in a while, but I really enjoy actually trying to go out and find it in the wild. Just stumble upon it randomly while I'm at a store. So I just prefer that method of buying things. I don't have unlimited funds, so I like to kind of pick and choose my stuff. I like to be there, or like it to be there in front of me. I like to hold it in my hands. Obviously, there's some times where I order things that I really, really want because there's no way I'm going to find them in the store. And so those are the exceptions to the rule. It's going to be something that I'm like, I need to have this. I need to make sure I get it, or else it's going to be incredibly hard to track down. So those are the things that I will order. Because I've got a couple of those things that we'll be talking about more momentarily. Also got the Mandalorian on the Blurb. Did find him out in the wild as well. Pretty awesome figure. You can kind of see him a little bit better in the thing. I'm not going to pull him out, though, just because it's a little bit bigger of a box. His head's bobbly, so it's just kind of a pain in the ass. But I love this pop. I think it's a great pop. Obviously, The Mandalorian was an amazing series. If you guys didn't like it, I'm sorry. But it's some of the best Star Wars that's been out in years. And I'm not even attacking new Star Wars. I find things to enjoy in new Star Wars because, to me, Star Wars was never about being these Academy Award-winning movies. If they're fun and you can find elements that are enjoyable, then why not enjoy them? They're space westerns. They're just cheesy sci-fi flicks. Just have fun with them, Star Wars fans. I mean, what the fuck do you want? I don't get it. You're never going to have the original trilogy again. It won't happen. So just enjoy what we get. They're not that bad. Obviously, there's terrible moments, and they have elements of shit, but there are also redeeming things in those movies. And I would argue that even a couple of them were great. Rogue One, great. Solo, great. Anything else? Yeah. They're Star Wars movies. They're enjoyable. Not as good as the originals. And there's definitely low parts in the new stuff. Very low parts. But they're still fun. Anyways, not a Star Wars review. I just wanted to talk about that pop. Great pop, though. I don't have a ton of Star Wars pops. I try to keep myself contained in certain things since I also collect the Star Wars Black Series. And so I don't want to explode in my pop collection with Star Wars. So that guy's awesome. I couldn't pass him up. I had to have it. First thing we're going to talk about then in the actual vinyl record category. Last video, this guy had not shown up yet. Well, thank God. Third time's a charm, and Amazon delivered. That Quelle, Chris, and Chris Keys Innocent Country Part 2 has finally arrived. And let me say, I'm very happy that I didn't have to pay Discogs prices, because they're about $50 or more. I think I mentioned in my last one, this is probably one of my favorite hip-hop albums of the year. There's definitely, I mean, honestly, it's hard to say, because this year has been pretty killer for rap and hip-hop. There's been a ton of great releases in 2020, and we're only ending July. I mean, we have basically 5 more months. No, what am I thinking? Not 5 more months. Yes, 5 more months of this. We could have some great stuff coming out. So, you know, this has been a killer year. But anyways, this album, really, really good. Some really great jazzy, kind of classical beats going on in the background. Really great. I love Quelle Chris's rapping style. He kind of has this, like I said before in the last video, this kind of lower, kind of monotone-ish rapping style with his delivery, but it fits. It's really good. I don't know. I just love it. It clicked with me immediately. So I think you guys should go check it out if you haven't. Highly enjoyable record, and I did like it better than Part 1, although, like I said last time, I got that Part 1 now in vinyl as well. I had to pick that up because Mellow Music still had that in stock and didn't have this in stock, hence why I had to go to Amazon. And yeah, so check it out. Quelle Chris Keys, pretty awesome. Oh yes, wait, on a Blood Moon vinyl is what they called it. Pretty cool color. So the store I work at occasionally has closeout releases, so old brand new releases that we can't send back to our distributor to get credit for, so we're stuck with them, and so we will sell them at a very discounted price. This was $13, regularly like $28 new, I think is what it was. So I was like, for half the price basically. I said heck yeah. It's M83. I can't remember what they call it. The Digital Shades. I gotta look that up. God damn it. Digital Shades Volume 2. Because they put out Volume 1 back in like 2007. I really am not super familiar with that record. I know pretty, good with like, what is that one album called? Saturday's Equal Youth. And I really like the Dead Cities album. So I'm familiar with a little bit of M83. It's not one of those bands that I like, I'm head over heels for and I know a shit ton about. But I like what I've heard. And so for $13, this was just kind of a no-brainer to me. I mean, that album cover is sick. I mean, it's a dude riding like a brontosaurus. He's got a flying bug next to him, and he's staring up at a pyramid that who knows what's up there. I'm assuming maybe the Digital Shades sticker that is on the cellophane, because I'm that asshole that opens them up at the side, is like maybe the grail that they're going for, like the red sun. But it's, oh man, it's cool. And the little bit I've listened to this album so far, haven't really put it on vinyl. I basically wanted to just sample it online, so I put, listen to some stuff up on Spotify. There's hardly any vocals in this album though. It is compared to as more of like a video game soundtrack, is what the description says online about it. And I think that's pretty accurate, and I really like what I've heard so far. But this is on, I believe, like pink vinyl. Yeah. Pretty. Only one I haven't thrown in a sleeve yet either, so I have the records in this damn record sleeve still. Gotta put this guy in a poly sleeve and put the records behind it. Alright. Also managed to find some Dusty. I love me some Dusty Springfield. Old 60s pop star. Very soulful vocals. Definitely just more 60s pop. I would say some songs do kind of have like a soul kind of sound to them. that to go along with her very luscious, soulful voice, definitely doesn't sound like, you know, what you would think of 60s pop. You know, it's not Doris Day, it's not Connie Francis. You know, Dusty was kind of I mean, Connie was obviously earlier than that, but yeah, and Doris was as well. But I guess when you think of pop, you would think of that, or even Nancy Sinatra or something like that. And she's a little bit different. I think that she kind of, like I said, had a more of a, I guess, an R&B kind of side to her, especially with her vocals. And so she didn't really sound quite like all the other 60s pop that was out at the time, and I've always really liked her. You know, she had Son of a Preacher Man, as on this album. That was one of her big hits, so I'm sure a ton of people have heard that song over the years. But anyways, it's a great record. 4 Men with Beards put this out on 180 gram, and just on black vinyl, but I was pretty stoked to have this. Also found her first album, just Dusty, as well. This was one I was just less familiar with, but I like her stuff, so I grabbed this as well. So Mr. Charles Mingus, big fan of Charles Mingus. I have like a few of his things. You know, basically when I find stuff, I pick it up. So this is one I have yet to actually listen to. However, I'm just a Charles Mingus fan, so I grabbed it. Hoping I'll enjoy it. Sure, I probably will. Just because I'm an open-minded person and I like music. Oh man, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I did post about this the other day. Got this for a pretty good deal, actually. It was at like a, you know, used record store, pretty close to my house, and it was pretty cheap, but it's because it's pretty warped. It's the clear vinyl. And it's not like the worst warping ever. It plays, no problems at all, which I was pretty happy about. You know, the guy was honest about it too, so, you know, he just sold it to me for pretty cheap, but said, you know, hey, there's some damage to it, so no scratches, plays really clean, but it does kind of do one of these on the needle, you know, so I was just like, ooh. But yeah, amazing instrumental hip-hop record. If I'm sure most people have heard of him, but if you haven't, definitely check him out. He's done production for basically everyone, not even just Stone's Throw's guys, because I'm pretty sure this is on Stone's Throw. But yeah, like, he has produced so many people, huge influence in beat making basically to everyone that came after him, I would assume, and great record. This last one, actually, it's still on my turntable. I'll have to go grab it so you can see the color of it. Came in the mail the other day. Came out last Friday, so I ordered it right away. New Defeated Sanity. And this title, Sanguinary Impetus. I know Impetus. I probably butchered the hell out of that first word. But anyways, this is a pretty awesome death metal record. German, they're classified as technical death metal on like Wikipedia and stuff like that, but it's just brutal death metal to me. They're not super technical, and I think when you start labeling bands as technical death metal, there's a certain idea that you have behind it. These guys aren't Dying Fetus, they're not Origin, they're not, Obscura is not really even death metal, kind of. Older stuff is, but yeah, so it's just, they're not technical death metal, it's German brutal death metal. They do have some sprinkled technicality throughout the album, though. They do have a lot of crazy time changes. There is some parts where they do throw in some more arpeggio parts, with some pretty awesome, you know, guitar riffs. But, you know, overall, they're just not a technical band. It's more guttural, heavy, you know, in that style, in that vein. And this is their newest record, and it's pretty awesome. I really enjoy it so far. I've given it a couple spins online, on Spotify. I also got the download on Bandcamp when I purchased this last Friday, so I have been rocking it on my iTunes as well. So I say more than a few times, probably, you know, 5, 6, 7 times I've listened to it, you know, just being in my car and stuff like that. and now I've rocked it a couple times on record here, and it's pretty great. I like it a lot. Not much different than previous work, if you're familiar with the band, so they're not really out there treading new waters, and to me, that's fine. I don't need a band that's going to mix up every single time. However, like I've said in other reviews, if you're watching my stuff, I'm not opposed to somebody trying something new, but it has to be done right. I mean, like, they have to really know what they're doing, because if a band's going to drastically change up their sound and add some totally off-the-wall element to it, you better do it right or you're going to alienate your fans. It could totally screw up everything that you've built up over the years and the fan base you've accumulated. So this is one of those bands, they're not trying anything new. They just keep putting out they just keep doing the same thing that they do best, basically. I can't say they keep putting out the same record because, you know, anybody that doesn't listen to death metal would say it all sounds the same anyways, but it doesn't. And so obviously these albums have different elements. But this one, still great, kicks a lot of ass. There's some awesome riffs in it, great breakdowns, super amazing vocals. I think he's got some of the best guttural vocals in the business. And maybe that's an unfair statement, because honestly, there's tons of those dudes have some pretty sick vocals, and this guy is no exception. They are only a 3-piece, though, which, though, is equally as impressive, because whenever you can get that kind of a sound out of a 3-piece, it is just crazy to me. And I realized once I finished recording, I didn't show you the Defeated Sanity vinyl. There it is. So I don't have to go back and pull it out and you can see my face. You can just see the vinyl. There it is. Willow Tip issued a random color. The ones on Discogs came closer to like an olive color, and this one's definitely more like, I don't know, like diarrhea brown. I mean, it comes off kind of red in the video, but definitely has more of like a beige, brown, pukey color. So yeah, there it is. So those are the things I've picked up recently. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments, make sure to comment. We'll talk about some of those releases. What have you guys picked up? Let's talk about some of the things you've picked up. Have you picked up any of these releases that I've got over here? Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Did you sell them because you hated them so much? Let's talk. Just say something. And if you want to, you can also follow me on Instagram. I update pictures of my collection. I also play records that I'm listening to throughout the day. Twitter, I don't really do much, but you can always follow me on there as well. Twitter is right, ANDD 2005. Instagram is at Review the Right Thing. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Look forward to another one soon. Again, I know it's hard to say when I'll get one up, but I will at least remain consistent enough to do multiple videos a month. I won't be doing, one video a month or, anything like that. I would say at least a couple a month, if not more. I would definitely obviously prefer to try to get at least, 4 in a month, weekly. But if I get 2 to 3, it's to be expected because, I do work a lot. And it's hard to devote to this all the time because there's other things I want to do. And I can't give you reviews if I don't listen to something, or play something, or watch something, even though I haven't given you any video game reviews yet, but still I gotta play the game and to give you the review. And I work 40 hours a week, and I can't kick my fiance off the television and just say, hey, get out of the way, I'm gonna play my video game, So our PlayStation 4 is up with my 60-inch TV. I'm not gonna bring it downstairs on my 30-inch and then have to move everything back and forth, and yeah, so that's just how it is. And anyways, life is life. Love you guys. Hope all are doing well. And look forward to more reviews in the future. Subscribe if you like. Hit the bell. It'll notify you. And this has been Review the Right Thing. Thanks again, guys.